Support the culture. Don't take it and appropriate it and make it your own thing. Make sure you know where it came from. Make sure your clients know where it came from. And make sure the energy that you're bringing into the birth that you're serving and attending is good energy, not appropriative energy. Let's talk about appropriation versus appreciation today. So as I've said in a previous video, I'm one of Gina Kirby's Rebozo instructors. So I spent a lot of time with Gina Kirby to become culturally competent about sharing rebozos. Rebozo is not my culture. Rebozo is not my medicine, but it's something that I felt like I needed to keep, to honor, and to preserve. My children are half Mexican, and I have 3 daughters. So I feel like it is my duty to preserve this culture so that I can save it for them. My husband is a 4th generation Mexican man, and he did not know what a rebozo was. His dad is 3rd generation and didn't know what rebozo was. When I asked his grandma if she knew what it was, she basically jumped up and down in joy. She was so excited that I knew what it was, and she was excited that I was talking about it. She was excited that I was sharing it with my husband. She knew what a rebozo was, but just 4 short generations, that has been lost in the Mexican American culture. So going forward and raising daughters who are half Latina, I feel like they deserve to know that about themselves, to know everything about rebozo. I feel like I owe it to my daughters to teach them about Mesoamerican Mexican medicine and also rebozo techniques and ceremony in regards to birth, life, and health. This is something that I feel very strongly about. And then in the birth world, we always hear about appropriation and appreciation of cultures. When you look at things in our world, especially in America, we have a lot of cultural mixing. So all of our cultures are kind of like a big melting pot, and sometimes the lines get blurred in between what belongs to what culture and who belongs to whom and where all of the things come from. But with rebozo, it's very clear that this is from Mesoamerica. This is from Mesoamerican cultures, from Central America, from Mexico, from these areas. This is these people's cultures. So a lot of birth workers think that if they are white or if they are any other race other than Mexican, that they're not allowed to use rebozo techniques. I want to make an argument against that. I think rebozo is for everybody. And the reason why I think that is because of my experience with this other culture. In speaking to my husband's grandmother, like I said, she was so happy that I was sharing rebozo with the world, with other birth workers, with my family. And then I also talk with the indigenous weavers in Mexico and in Guatemala. I have built a very good relationship with these families who make these rebozos, and the large 9-foot rebozos that I give to the other birth workers, they can take up to 18 hours to weave. So there's a lot of time and energy that's put into each one of these rebozos, and that in itself is absolute magic. But when talking to these weavers about cultural appropriation, if you ask them what they think about me sharing their culture, they are ecstatic. They are so happy that somebody appreciates their hand-woven art and is actually taking the time to share the culture and the history behind rebozo. So if you were gonna go buy your $25 Amazon rebozo and you were gonna sift some bellies and jiggle some people and do some rebozo techniques, I think that's incompetent. I think that's a great disservice. I think that if you're going to use rebozo, please, I don't care if you buy it from me, buy it from somebody, buy a traditional hand-woven rebozo, buy it from the magic people who make it, because their culture is dying without people to support them. Support the culture. Don't take it and appropriate it and make it your own thing. Make sure you know where it came from. Make sure your clients know where it came from, and make sure the energy that you're bringing into the birth that you're serving and attending is good energy, not appropriative energy, not energy that wishes to cut other people off. Be conscious of what you're doing, and be conscious of the rebozo. Be conscious of its rich history and culture, and be conscious of the people whose blood, sweat, and tears have fought and died and lived to bring us rebozo. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like this video. Also, if you have any questions about holistic health, be sure to put those in the comments for me.